With Marvel's Eternals opening up last weekend with 75 million, then of course being followed by the cinema score from audiences and seeing how the audience score and Rotten Tomatoes has continued to tumble, going into its second weekend, the predictions for Eternals are looking not good. That's how I'm going to put it. They're looking not good because Clifford is coming for them. So if you look at box office predictions for this weekend, it's a little bit all over the place. Most people are saying that the number one film, whatever it is this weekend, will pull in 20 to 50 million. Again, a big number in there. Now, the big piece of a divide, I guess, between various outlets is what film is going to pull off the victory with 20 to 50 million. Is it going to be Eternals or is it going to be Clifford the Big Dog? Or is it the Big Red Dog? I can't remember. I've never actually read those things or seen them outside of memes. Anyways, though, there's a kaiju-sized red dog that apparently people are seeing, and it has a better cinema score than Eternals. And people believe that, nostalgia and the factor of how old the people that know that property are might be driven to see it with families. So that's a pretty big factor in this. And then also some analysts are looking at the fact that the Rotten Tomatoes, the audience response, the cinema score has all been on the lower side of Eternals, and that maybe people are not going to be showing up due to word of mouth or just no interest for this franchise. So the big thing here is, what exactly does this mean for Eternals as a whole? And honestly, I don't know. I don't think anybody knows right now. Certainly, nobody expected this to be the first MCU Rotten film going into it. I mean, that was just a given, right? Like, nobody was out there going, you know what? I think this film is going to be in the 40s on Rotten Tomatoes and critics are going to hate it. But here we are. And it's the film that literally had everything going for it. Like, the director, the concept, the actors, everything. But it's just one of those things. You never know how it's going to turn out. And certainly, a lot of the fans have been more kind to it than critics, but you never know who's going to listen to who or what, or how critics do have an influence on it. So when we get some weekend numbers, I'm going to be interested to look at them and see what happens, because there could be an interesting picture here, especially if you include international numbers, which I think those could be a major component and key going forward. But again, it's just an unknown factor. So I think once we see those numbers, we'll know. I mean, opening up with 75 million last week, you have to kind of look at this weekend as it's got to make at least 28 to 30. Under 28, maybe you could get away with 25. Less than 25. I mean, boy, that's like the red line. You're barely right on it. Like, you might as well just be laying down on the red line and blending in with it. So, again, we're going to know soon, but man, this film, if it keeps up like this, I don't think you get a sequel.